How open my eyes are as I, Usanguru, watch Brother Cricket gesture with his delicate antenna towards the light peeking over Uncle Mountain. I dismiss Brother Cricket with a wave of my hand, brushing him off my nose to stretch the arms that grasped the bottle of wine yesterday, oh so tightly. Gazing at those around me, I tiptoe around the bodies that lay haphazardly across the wooden floor of someone else's house. But where does one person's house end and another begin? Are we not creatures of communication, friendship, love? I put on my slippers to find the nearest bathhouse to tidy myself up for the day. Stepping outside, the ocean of human activity overwhelms my eyes and ears. Cries of toddlers make a cacophonic symphony with shop owners belting out their wares to any and every passerby. I see spices, jewels, and pearls lying cluttered on displays of every sort. Be it fish from Mother Ocean or textiles from faraway India, all can be bought in this city of heaven. Like my ancestors, I float across the market in search of the bathhouse. I pass by pagodas and temples worshipping bodhisattvas. I stop not to worship a deity, but to examine the elegance of the morning dew hanging onto the curved roof of someone's house. So elegant yet powerful water is. It has the ability to give or extinguish life. Yet all animals push mighty water around as if they didn't need it. Watching the powerful water droplet rush to nurture eager earth, I notice the sounds of the spring festival. Letting the sound suck me in its direction, I hope to find guidance in my seemingly endless quest for the bathhouse. For a second, I was unaware of the sound of my feet stepping on something wooden. I take a glance at what words have been inscribed by the invention they call the move of the pipe. Ah, the Orchid Pavilion is such a delightful read, but not as delightful as hearing stories of faraway maritime adventures made possible with the invention of the magnetic needle that distinguishes the north from the south, and the plank of steering they call the rudder. Speaking of faraway adventures, I pick up my pace to converse with a dark-skinned man walking alongside his donkey-pulled cart brimming with exotic goods. Hoping to purchase some savory wine to share with my other scholar officials, I rustle around my robes in search of my receipt from the deposit shop. Relieved to not have to carry copper coins, the dark-skinned man eagerly traded with me, knowing perfectly well that he could receive his payment later. After the trade, I happen to see a frail-looking boy struggling under the weight of the goods he must carry. Beside him walks a motherly figure, free of the physical burden. A good child he is, the little boy, for he knows that he must respect his elders. In hopes of finding the bathhouse, I try to alleviate the weight upon the boy's bony arms. At first he refused, saying nothing but, "No, good sir, I do not wish to burden you. It is my duty as a son to help my mother." His mother accepted my offer for help, on the condition that I must join them for the spring festival dinner. I graciously accepted. A bloating stomach later, I conversed with the little boy's father over the wine that I had bought earlier in the day at a nearby river. The little boy's father needed some consoling because he saw the results of the Confucian examination. "Every year it gets harder," he said as I poured him another cup of wine. "Maybe next year I can become like you, Master Wu, a scholar official." I repressed a feeling of pride so as to not offend the gentleman sitting across from me. In a moment of silence, I see the moon's faint glow dancing upon the ground as the wind whispers its secret stories to the oak trees. Not wishing to take up more of their time, I thank the family for their hospitality and ask them to point me towards the nearest bathhouse. A quick farewell and informative directions later, I was on my way to find that elusive bathhouse. Oddly familiar with bathhouses, a day's work of searching for the bathhouse has come to an end. This wood flooring seems ever so familiar. Its design is similar to that of the house I was in at the sunrise. I think I hear Brother Cricket chirping at me from the adjacent room. Could it be? Alas, my arduous quest for the bathhouse has led me to the same house I was in this morning. I felt a flash of annoyance come across me. No matter. There is no need to feel sorrow for using the whole day to find a bathhouse, for there is plenty of time. But this can't be the bathhouse. Standing completely still, I clear my head of all thoughts, and my inner peace rushes to greet me. I open my eyes once more, and there it is, the sign to the direction of the bathhouse. Miraculous how deceived I was to find the bathhouse that I never bothered to look beyond the courtyard, for that was where the bathhouse was.